Hello, guys. That's Bayleaf. I think that's my name is. I keep forgetting my name. But anyways, I want to talk about you know good ways to discipline yourself and everything. And I don't know if this video is gonna be long or short, but I'll try to explain to the best of my ability. But I think first way to help discipline yourself is, of course, having prayer and believing that Jesus will give you the strength to discipline yourself and everything. Like, of course, I prayed about it, and I have faith. I just hope that I have faith that Jesus will discipline me over time. That night won't be instant like that. Like, don't expect discipline to just instantly come to you. Like, you could all of a sudden just go days without eating or something like that. Of course, it builds up over time, and that's when we get to step two is, of course, you gotta have works behind that prayer too, with the faith. You gotta have works behind your prayers too, while also having faith. So I would say always start off small. Like, don't instantly go for big hoops. Like, you're gonna say that I'm gonna try to go to a whole day while eating. For example, like fasting and stuff like that. Also fastings, yeah. I mean, let me continue. Um, so yeah, like fasting, for example, like you want to fast. If you don't think you'll be able to handle going a whole day while eating, if this is your first time doing it, I would say start off small. Like, let's say that the next day you said, I'm just going to skip breakfast. You never did that before, or you could just skip breakfast again. Like, I'm going to skip breakfast, but I'll still have lunch and dinner. So you could do that. You skip breakfast, you still have lunch and dinner and stuff. You'll notice that you'd be like, dang, I'm hungry for like in the morning and stuff. But you just learn to discipline yourself not to just, you can start with smaller that. It'll be easier than, going a whole day while eating. So I just start off with that. You just go skip breakfast, or you can skip lunch, skip dinner. You can pick any of that to skip and stuff. So that's a good start. And you probably would have to do it a few more times. Not saying it has to be like in a row, but like time to time. Like, I say make it be close, and at the same time it don't have to be like day after day, unless that's you think you're up for it, then go ahead. You start off small like that. And that should help you. You'll eventually learn to get used to it. You learn that that you're good like that and stuff. And even if you're having like a bad day, I would say, again, if you're up for it, if you think you can handle it, try to do that. Because if you do something like that and you're like having a bad day, I think it will greatly motivate you. I think it will greatly boost you. Like, you'll get even more disciplined that way. I think that will really help. Because when you're in a good mood and you do stuff like that, it'll be a bit more easier. So yeah, it'll be, and there's still nothing wrong with that. Of course, it'll still be a bit difficult, even if you're in a good mood, and that'll probably could take away your good mood, knowing that, dang, I gotta skip eating breakfast or lunch, dinner, something like that. But I feel like that is a good start. I feel like I feel like good mood, bad mood, being in the bad mood as you're skipping that would be a bit more difficult, but it'll discipline you greatly because you're like, even in the bad mood, I was still able to push myself to do this, and you'll feel good about it the next day or in a couple of hours and stuff like that. Or as soon as you finish it, you're like, dang, let's go, I just did that. And after you get used to skipping breakfast or lunch or dinner, I feel like you should try to skip breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, or dinner and then breakfast. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. That, like, it'll get a bit more harder, but you can get it done. I believe in you. Just keep praying, keep having faith, and then you just push yourself. And you gotta look at this suffering as a good thing, because suffering builds perseverance, and perseverance character, and character hope. That's from I forgot which verse that was, but that's um a Bible verse and everything. So definitely give that a try. Just use that suffering as a good thing. Just saying that, thinking your mindset, have the mindset that this is gonna make me a stronger, better person. It's gonna do me much good. It's gonna do me a lot of good, stuff like that. So yeah, also definitely do that. And then once you get used to that, then of course go the whole day while doing it. The whole day. And then it's just like that. It's that easy. It becomes easier. It becomes easier over time. You learn to it just so on, like what I said at the beginning. You basically just apply that to what you're doing, you just gradually build up to, you're used to it, then you keep getting bigger and bigger. And then if you could easily go like a whole day without eating, then maybe you could go 2 days or a day and a half, something like that. Again, just keeps going small by small. Don't go too big unless you're like super confident that you can handle it. If you cannot, if you're like, man, I gotta stop now or something like that, if it's really that bad, then still that you manage to like push yourself a bit more than what you're normally used to doing. So yeah, I guess it's fine. But again, if you feel like deep inside that you can handle the whole challenge, even though it feels really big. If you can handle it, then I would push you to like keep going, like push yourself to try to keep doing. You're like, just think of it as almost there. Think about how good it will feel to reach the finish line and stuff like that. That will help too if you're feeling like, man, I need to throw in the towel. Just think about the finish line. Think about reaching the finish line. And that finish line is going to be great. You're going to feel so great when you get to that finish line. It's like for me, it's like when I call like a family member. I'm not usually used to. I'm still like an introvert in heart. I'm trying to, there's nothing wrong being an introvert, but as long as you don't, fully control you, like you're just really like you're just incapable of talking to people and stuff like that. I think it's fine to be an introvert, but if you just, you know, just always let it be you and stuff instead of pushing out your comfort zone and just try to talk to people, then if you just like take over you, then that's not good. But if you push yourself time to time, then it's gonna feel good. So like me, calling my dad, I called my dad yesterday and stuff, and I don't really call my dad like that and everything. Of course, no, he's in my life and everything. He's really in my life. I'm just saying he lives somewhere else, and I would probably come like every like once a month and stuff like that. In person, it'll be hard to call him or anyone else. Like for example, like my sister too, because like I would be afraid that I'm like, what am I gonna say? Like, what am I gonna chat about and stuff like that. But then I just, I suck it up and then I'm just gonna call him. And then I'm recently having this mindset that the talk does not have to be, because I will have a standard for myself when I'm, I guess, like talking to people or something. If I call someone I haven't talked to in a long time, but I had to standard. I'm like, I had to talk to this person for like a long time. Like it has to be long. It has to be like over 20, 30 minutes, or if not, then it won't feel right. Like I feel like that I haven't said enough. I learned to just let go of that mindset and just say, even if the call was only 5 minutes, then that's okay because I still talked to the person. I still checked up on them, said how they doing and everything like that. I think you should accept that. Just accept that not all your calls, your talks are gonna like last for eternity and stuff. As long as you talk to that person, even for a minute, if you talk to that person for a minute, as long as you just say what's on your mind, say what you had to say and stuff, and what they said, and they said what they said, and all that, tell you how they're doing, I think that's good enough. You should be proud of yourself that you managed to pick up the phone and talk to that person. That's how I feel. After calling my dad and a couple other people, I felt really good. That really made my day because I gave myself courage to call that person and just throw away my fears. Sometimes you gotta push through your fears. You gotta push through your fears. You can't let it take over. You gotta be okay with failing. Basically, like don't think about, dang, I could fail. I could fail. I could fail. Instead of thinking that way, just think about like you trying, like you tried. If it doesn't work out, that means you tried it. Basically apply that to everything, that like I didn't succeed but I tried, and that's good enough, and then I could learn from those mistakes. You'll become a better person. That's what I'm learning. And it honestly, even when I do fail, if I don't get to say everything I want to say, which rarely happens, I mostly get to say what I have to say, and I just text a person if I do forget something to say and stuff. Actually, I'm gonna text my dad right after this because there's something else I do gotta say to him. But yeah, still, you try it and you feel good for trying, then you learn from your mistakes. What will also help is, I think I'm getting off task. Am I getting off topic? Am I getting off topic? Because I was talking about this one. I mean, this actually is part of this one. Think about just pushing more and more out your comfort zone until you know your comfort zone is pushing out your comfort zone. It becomes your comfort zone, like you're comfortable doing the stuff that you used to not be comfortable with. So I think I'm still on the topic. Tell me if I'm not. Again, I think I should write the stuff down or like pause the recording and then think about what I'm saying and stuff like that before because I'm just basically freestyling. But anyways, yeah, back to this, back to like when I say like fasting, for example, fasting is like will improve your discipline, and I'm explaining how explaining how you would fast first and everything like that. So yeah, you can just gradually build up your fasting, build up more and more and more. It'll become much better. You'll become a much better person. You'll start to feel better and stuff like that. Just and of course, I think it also depends on your mindset. Um, Honestly, no, I don't think it really matters what your mindset is. I think it's again because you're building up discipline because you once you like know that the fact that you have done this before, then it other stuff will become easier because you're like, okay, if I can handle going days while eating or just going this long while eating, then like there's nothing wrong with doing this and stuff like that. Like how I'm still this is my first time admitting this. I still struggle with some certain sins like lust, for example. But when it came to fasting, when I started fasting stuff a bit, it started to become a bit more easy to manage and stuff like that. I still have a long way to go, but um yeah, fasting definitely helped me to just learn to control myself and basically and also it did help me control my snacking and stuff like that. I used to like think I had to eat a big bag of chips after I get back from work or school, for example. When I was in school, that I think I have the right to eat like a snack after sitting in class all day. So I learned that just I learned it's more of my cravings that it's more of cravings more than my stomach feeling hungry. It's like once I go a bit wow, you know, giving into my flesh and saying I had to eat this, then it's the craving goes away. I just remember that I have a full stomach when I just take my mind away from it, just like do something else and just say I'll survive. It's not a big deal. Then like I start to feel much better and stuff like that. Yeah. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, I feel like fasting will definitely improve your discipline. Of course, more prayers and everything. Keep having faith in God and all that. Just basically, I'm not saying you got fast like every day or fast every week. Just like I guess when the time feels right, then that's when you should give it a try again. And it don't have to be like because like I said, when you get high enough, if you like manage to go a whole day while fasting, it don't mean like the next fast it has to always be over a day. And when you go higher, it always has to be higher than the highest you went. Like you could go back to like something simpler, like it could be like a mini fasting. You could go back to mini fasting, like give yourself a small little discipline. Like you could go back to eating wild breakfast. I did that a few times and stuff. I know I'm not supposed to. I know I'm not supposed to exactly. I mean, I'm not. It's fine to. I think it's fine. You could say if you tell people that you fast, but I know you're supposed to normally keep that to yourself. But I'm using it. I think it's fine. You could say tell others people that if you fast, if you say if it's to encourage them to say that it's helped me, it can help you. So I'm saying for more encouragement instead of just flexing and stuff like that. It wasn't easy, by the way. It wasn't easy. I'm not saying it was easy, but it's like once I got through it, I felt accomplished. I felt like I definitely felt a bit more mentally stronger and able to deny my flesh a bit more. So I'm just saying that I guess to encourage you that you could do the same thing if you never did it before or you feel like you did before but you can't do it again. I'm just saying just take it from me like my discipline was really bad, but once I started to try to take the stuff seriously, then like it became better and stuff like that. So I'm just saying it's not possible for you. If I could do it, you could do it and stuff like that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to say. But anyways, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Also, I wanted to mention the Bible verse where I said about suffering produces perseverance. Like it was Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glorify in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope, and stuff like that. And also, there's another one I got that could help. Okay, I found it James 1 2 through 5. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. So, yes, those verses definitely helped me out too. They're really good. And yeah, pretty much in conclusion, I'm just saying that fasting will pretty much really help your discipline. I think it carries you to just help you discipline with most things and stuff like that. And of course, if of course, it's not gonna be perfect. You're still gonna struggle with things in there, here and there. But I'm also learning to like struggles and stuff like that. I learned that it's good to give it to God. Like just imagine that you're like, it's hard to like how you do that, how you give your words to God. I literally just imagine that I'm like taking something out of me, like this is my words in my hand right here. I imagine that God's just above me, and then I just give it to Him. And so far, that helped. That helped me. I tried it. I think like twice, 3 times. Yeah, I tried it like 3 times, and so far it helped me out. It felt like I actually gave it to Him. So yeah, also use your imagination. By the way, you don't have to actually feel like you have to spiritually try to give it to Him. I mean, but use your imagination, pretend and like acting like you did give it to Him, like you physically gave it to Him. I think that is like you are spiritually giving it to Him. So yeah, that's my way of saying that's how you get this plan. Again, I feel like this is not a perfect video. I need to truly write this stuff down, but I'm just being lazy. I'm just thinking about I gotta get this over with and everything like that. So please tell me if I should write down this stuff or if what I'm saying is enough, my freestyles and all that, if that's enough, then that's good and all. But still, I feel like I should write this stuff down. I'm definitely gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to put that. I'm gonna put that in my reminder. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a blessed day. Please having faith in God and stuff. Just keep praying. Just keep doing the best you can. You don't have to be perfect. As long as you're not, I just say just fight as much as you can and everything. Don't have this mindset that I'm going to sin, but God's going to forgive me. So therefore, I'm not going to try as much. Please don't have that mindset. Just try to fight as much as you can. It's tiring, but the more you do it, you'll realize like all of a sudden the next day or the day after that, that it's just much easier. You're like, it's not a big deal. So yeah, you're going, brothers and sisters. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Hopefully next week. Also, sorry for not uploading last weekend. I was gonna upload sooner, but laziness, and also I had to do something that weekend. So yeah, all right then. Y'all have a good one. Bye.